Welcome back to Dragon Quest XI. Today we're going to be exploring the Dundrasil city ruins, which is our next area. And you can find that on the map quite easily. As you can see, they're just south of the campsite actually. You'll have to cross the bridge. And first thing to note in this area is that there's a new enemy type, and this is actually the dragon enemy. So you can see one just over there. And I do actually recommend fighting some of these if you're able to, because they're a little bit more challenging than normal enemies, but they do reward about 650 plus experience, along with the dragon hide item as well, possibly. Don't always get the item, but you can get it from the chest if they drop it. So I do recommend, as I say, battling some of these guys if you want to gain some nice experience. And also, something else I was going to say as well about them. Yeah, I've been quite fortunate here in getting this one to go to sleep. But if not, then they do tend to go for 2 attacks per round. And they do have an AoE ability as well. So just be prepared to heal. Sylvando is probably the better healer if you have the AoE healing ability of Hustle Dance, which you should do by now. There's the Dragon Hide I mentioned. If you don't for whatever reason, then you're probably better off using Serena. So what we're going to do is first of all head across this bridge on this side. And we should be able to access, up here, the sparkly that's located just in front of us. Slightly out of view, but it is there. Okay, a magic beast hide. And by the way, those dragons do respawn, so just be prepared to face those again, even if you're not particularly wanting to farm for them. Can't see where I'm going here. There we go, over the bridge again. Now we're going to head up north here. Just going to avoid that guy for now. There's another one, which tends to spawn at the entrance there. And we're just looking for another bridge here. So if we head up this set of stairs, is there anything to grab from in this section? I haven't actually been in here myself yet, so that's why I thought we'd just explore. There's definitely something we can grab from around here though, because I'm expecting some kind of ladder or something. Let me go and find that. Okay, scrap being over there. Instead, head back to the bridge that brought you into this area. Only this time you can head across. There's kind of a secret path here in the building, and that would take us through to the ladder that I mentioned. So it's kind of in the right location, but just not the right access point. Right, we're going to head up here. There's a couple of pots we're going to be able to smash at the top. If I can find those. Yeah, there they are. And one is going to contain a mini medal. So you'll definitely want to get that one. Nothing in the other one, I don't think. Okay, so there should be a place we can just drop down. Same place, I guess. Can we jump across here? Nope. I thought that would be wishful thinking, but always pays to check these things, doesn't it? You never know. You never know. Right then, so we're going to head back over to the north here, and let's see if we can find a way into this building. Anything down here? Another one of those secret path type places? Nope. Didn't expect there to be, since it wasn't on my notes, but I thought, hey, it's there, we can check. We can pop down there, and we will do, but not just yet. Instead, it looks like we've got some platforming to do, so let's get on with it, shall we? If we can do this. Jump up on here. Ah, there is definitely a way to do this, but I can suck at times doing this platforming stuff. Look, that's how you get up there. You jump on the chair. Let's try that again. Just get that little bit of extra height you need. I'll tell you what, this would be easy in real life. There we go. We've done it. We've done it. We're up. We made it. Right. Brilliant. So we can access the upstairs room of the ruins here. And, of course, yeah, we've got to mimic a canny box to be precise. So we'll go ahead and destroy this. Just be careful, because these guys do have an instant death attack, which can be really, really annoying. And as you can see, they also crit as well for a whole ton of damage, which isn't pleasant at all. So, just watch them. They are nasty. Don't have a huge amount of health, fortunately.
And don't come back.
Ah, we get a seed of skill. Very good. I'm pretty sure the candy boxes always drop a seed, but I could be mistaken on that. Let me know in the comments if that isn't accurate, but I think it might be. Right, so we're going to dragon scale from this other chest, which is pretty awesome actually. It's a good boost to both strength and defense, so you might want to throw that onto your hero or onto Eric. So if we have a look, for example, here, we can see it's a boost to attack and defense for Fuzz. So let's go ahead, shall we, and equip that. And you'll probably, as I say, want to equip it right away also. Right then, so we can actually go ahead now and collect the last crossbow target. I'm going to drop that down, find that exactly, and then I'll pinpoint it to you. So from the platforming section then that we just climbed, we're going to come back out. It's still in the same building, but just around the other side, around the eastern part of that building. We're going to head in through this kind of hidden doorway. It's got all this overgrown fauna around it. There's a crossbow target up there. And then a sparkly point also in the same area. Okay. Right, so it might be worth now actually just zooming back and telling the NPC at camp that we have gone ahead and done all the crossbow targets. I hope we have anyway, I think we have. So we'll teleport back to the campsite. And now's the moment of truth actually. It's probably a good thing to do this now because you do get a good set of defense seeds, I think it is, seeds of defense. So hopefully I've not missed anything. Pretty sure we did all 5. Yep. There we go, 4 seeds of defense. Okay, so we get an accolade for that one. Right then, we're going to head back to the ruins now. You can save as well if you want to, especially if you've done a little bit of grinding around the dragons and what have you. I'm not going to worry about that sparkler. We have collected it before, it's just respawned. So you might have noticed on the map there was a pink icon in this area as well. That's actually an interesting NPC who's going to give us a bit of helpful information. We don't have to speak to them, as far as I'm aware. But like all the pink NPC icons in the game, they do tend to give you a bit of useful info. So for the sake of just making sure you know, getting our bearings and what have you, make sure we're all in the same place together. It's a slime. I'll speak to it. Right then, so we need to go ahead and climb into the well. I told you we'd be doing so. And it's quite a linear path. I don't think there's any items to collect from inside, actually. But there is, however, unlike most of the other wells we've climbed in so far in Dragon Quest XI, another exit. So we'll climb out the other side here. Right, and this is going to take us to a new area called the Castle, or the Ruins of Dundrasil. Okay, so you can see the map for this place here. Right then, we're going to start then, I don't think there's anything to do down here, no, we can't even go down there, so that makes sense. So we're going to head upstairs here, and there's going to be a bit of a cutscene involving another character, so I'll be quiet during that, and I'll meet you on the other side.
So you made it at last.
Is it just you? Where's your friend, the girl?
She has duties to attend to. She'll be glad you came, though, as am I.
It's not like we had much choice. Now, where's the rainbow? We need it.
Oh, you do you? I suppose that's because your pal here's the Luminary.
Wait. How could you?
I thought you died years back, laddie. When I saw that mark in your hand at the tournament, my heart skipped more than a few beats, let me tell you. Now, come along. There's something I want to show you, if you'll indulge an old man for a wee while.
So it seems that Rab here knows a little bit more about the hero than was initially expected. But in fact, there's more to be revealed. So you've only just heard a part of it so far. Rab's surprises are going to be coming in even more in a moment. But first we're going to follow him, see where he wants to take us. And he could go a little bit faster, but for whatever reason he doesn't actually want to do so. Come on, Rab, hurry up. Okay, eventually another cutscene will commence.
Aye, this place brings back some memories, sure enough.
Look, are you going to tell us who you are or what?
I'd already given up most of my duties by then. I spent most of my days in the city enjoying my retirement. Oh, we had us some fun. And then the monsters came, and I lost everything. When I was your age, laddie, this was one of the finest cities you could ever hope to see. And look at it now. One night. That's all it took them to tear it all apart. Ugh. Just listen to me blethering on. I was going to show you something, wasn't I? Come on.
Is this somebody's grave?
Aye. This is where the King and Queen of Dundrasil are buried.
You mean?
I do. This is your parents' grave, laddie. The grave of my daughter and son-in-law.
Wait, but that would mean you're his grandfather.
These two fine young souls died, and I survived. I came to believe there must have been a reason for that. That someone had a purpose in mind for me. So I set out to learn why Dundrasil was destroyed. And I've been on the road ever since. I've uncovered some of the truth on my travels. It was King Carnelian, you see. He changed. He once believed in the power of the Luminary more than any of us. But he became convinced that you were evil, that you were the Darkspawn. He's not a man I knew any longer. Folks say he blames you for everything, even the death of his daughter. How could you, old friend? There's something behind it all. The fall of Dundrasil, the change in my old comrade. I promise you, I will find out the truth. Eleanor, my girl. Erwin, I found him. I found your boy. He wasn't lost to us after all. You're alive, laddie. Against all the odds, and now you're home. You've no idea how many times I've dreamed of this day. I never thought it would actually come. Now, will you humour an old man a while longer? There's an old royal ritual, you see. It's to send the souls of the departed to a better place. I'd like you to help me perform it. There's an altar up on the hill behind the castle. I'll be waiting for you there.
So wow, it turns out that Rab has a little bit more to his story, and he is in fact the hero's grandfather, and he wants us to follow him. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and grab a little bit of loot around this place. So we'll start just by heading back a touch. There's a couple of pots and what have you, well at least one pot. There we go, a Dracilian guinea, so that's the first thing that we want to go ahead and grab there. We'll just go back here, and you can see there's a sparkly just to the south of the gravestone. So some medicine here. And then we can actually go under this pillar. There is an area on the map, but an important one, this one, because there's a treasure chest here containing a recipe book. And this is going to allow us to create a new appearance set for the actual hero. Okay, see that? All that Dracilian stuff. We're going to head back under the fallen pillar here and start heading towards Rab himself. But we're not going to speak to him just yet. We're going to start by going down here. I think there's something we can grab, perhaps. Something hidden, maybe. Maybe not. Looked like there was going to be something opening in the opening here, but it turns out I don't think there is. Okay. Let's have a look in this section then. Well, another pot to grab. A devil's tail, eh? Anything else? Nope. Oh, hang on. There's a barrel in that area. Okay, so there is something. A Dracilian sovereign. Make sure you get that then. Okay, that's actually a useful accessory as well, that devil's tail we grabbed. Because if enemies cast curse or dark attacks, then it will actually guard against them. Okay, so we'll carry on now and head over to Rab once more. And he's going to start moving. And you can probably gather by this point, this is quite a story-driven part of the game. And that trend is going to continue in a moment's time. Once Rab has decided to drag his feet, we're going to get more revelations, so to speak. So we're just going to basically run past Rab, because he's going to take ages at the speed he's going. And we should still be able to kick off the cutscene by heading up the hill here, through this mountain path and into the next area. There we go.
Everything's ready.
Thank you, Princess. It looks just perfect.
Wait, you don't mean...
If the rest of you wouldn't mind standing back here with me, only members of the Dracilian royal family may perform the ritual.
How come he called you princess? Are you?
Quiet now. The ritual is about to begin.
You just follow my lead. All right, laddie? The souls of those who depart this life must all return to Yggdrasil. One life for each leaf of the great world tree. But those taken by monsters cannot return of their own accord. So our ancestors devised a ritual to send them on their way. The smoke guides them back to where they belong, to Yggdrasil's bosom. Each butterfly is a lost soul, and now they can all be at peace. You didn't die in vain, Eleanor. You saved your boy and the princess. It was a noble sacrifice you made. Thank you, my beautiful girl. And goodbye. I hope you don't mind me asking, but your mother didn't leave you anything, did she? Did she? So this letter's why you went to see King Carnelian, eh? If only she'd known. I'm sorry, laddie, you've been through so much. But I suppose if you'd not set out for Heliodor, the journey would never have led you to me, eh? Oh, Eleanor. I'm sorry, laddie. I'm gonna need to be alone for a wee while.
Okay, so after that quite touching conversation there, we're going to make our way back down the hill and see where Jade has gone off to. So she's left us for the time being, but we can encounter her again, as I say, if we just head down here. And in fact, all our party members are kind of just scattered all over the place at the moment, mulling over things, I assume.
Lady Eleanor. Who's there? You weren't supposed to see that. I was just thinking about Lady Eleanor. I mean, your mother. Why don't we take a little walk? My mother was a rather sickly soul by all accounts. She died not long after I was born. So in a sense, Lady Eleanor was the only real mother I ever knew. She used to read me stories, take me flower picking. I loved her so much. You can imagine how happy I was when I heard she was having a baby. I couldn't wait to meet my little brother. You know, it was raining like this the last time I ever saw her. I can't believe how much time has passed since then. Wait, up there. Something tells me they're looking for you and your friends. And there's only one kingdom that can send that many soldiers out on a manhunt. Heliodor. Come on, we need to get back to the others.
So, as you can see, we're in the middle of Cutscene Haven at the moment, and that is going to continue. We're going to, once again, just head back up the hill here. I think it's important that we inform our comrades of exactly what we've just seen there. And, yep, here we go.
those from the altar?
No sign of them. What about the Darkspawn?
No sign of him either. Blast! They must have got away. It's him! He's over here! The Darkspawn is over here!
Oh, for goodness sake.
What shall we do with the girl?
Sir Hendrik's orders were to bring the Darkspawn back alive. He never said anything about anyone foolish enough to side with him.
Just you try it.
I can't be expected to take her on alone. Sir Hendrik! Sir Hendrik!
Come on. We'll head around the mountain and meet up with the others before he gets back.
Okay, so once again in control. Seems like going up didn't work out, especially because of the fact that the others have disappeared. Or at least they've moved on. So we'll go down instead.
I have you at last, Darkspawn. There is nowhere left to run. You are a slippery one, I will give you that. I had not thought you would make it this far after I picked up your scent in Octagonia. Men, the Darkspawn is mine. Deal with the girl. Forward! This is all the dreaded child of darkness can muster. Pathetic. You will evade me no longer, Darkspawn. The chase ends here.
Hendrik! Don't you dare!
Princess Jade? Surely not.
Hold on!
Princess!
I won't let you go again.
Right, so back in control once more, and we're in the hut that I think we went to in the last episode. Actually, we didn't come inside though. Just looked at some treasure on the outside. So we're going to leave, and then Jade will return.
Oh good, you're awake. I'm soaked through. Let's get warmed up, shall we? I'm glad I caught you. I couldn't have forgiven myself if it happened again. I suppose Rab must have told you about your mother. That she sacrificed herself to save you and the Princess of Heliodor. Well, you've probably worked it out for yourself already, but I was that princess. Your mother saved my life. That night, the night Dundrasil fell, we ran from the castle, but the monsters were too fast. She handed you to me and distracted them for long enough for us to get away. She died to save us. But even though she trusted me with you, I was too weak and stupid to... I fell in the river and I let you go. I can't tell you how many times I've wished that it was you Rab fished out of there and not me. After he found me, we headed back to Heliodor. We thought my father might help us to find you. But when we got there, we found out he was telling people I'd been killed by the Luminary. He was trying to make people believe awful things about you. Rab was convinced that he wasn't in his right mind, that someone must be controlling him. So we set out together to find out who and why. I never expected to see Hendrik again, let alone on the battlefield. We were lucky to get out of there alive. Looks like the rain's dying down. We should head back to Dundrasil.
Right then, so this time we are actually able to leave the hut. And as you can see, the save point is just outside. So a good opportunity to use it now, I think, to prevent us from getting much further. So I'm expecting a bit of a cutscene. And did we get it? Yes, there we go.
So I was right. I had suspected it would take more than a mere fall to put paid to the Darkspawn.
Sir Hendrik.
Can it really have been so many years since that fateful night, Princess? To see you alive and well, you cannot imagine how much this pleases me. But should you choose to continue to side with the Child of Darkness, you may not live for much longer.
Look, I know how you feel about duty, Hendrik. How could I forget? You don't understand how important this is. Please, you have to let us go.
You would ask a sworn knight of Heliodor to disobey the orders of his king? You have been away from home too long, girl.
Not long enough for the years to have changed you. Still loyal to a fault. I wish it didn't have to come to this. But it has. Yeah.
Impressive, Princess. The spirited young girl of old has grown into quite the warrior maiden.
Oh, please. I'm not a child anymore. It'll take more than a pat on the head to distract me. Yeah.
it take to convince you that I am deadly serious? That if you stand on the side of the Darkspawn, I will have no choice but to destroy you? Yeah.
Patrick!
Princess.
I'm sorry. Get on. Now hold on tight.
Princess, what have you become?
Right, so managed to escape Hendrik at that point. And, yeah, once again get control of our character once more. So we're going to just head straight ahead. You can see the party is already waiting for us.
There you both are. And in one piece, too.
Just about. No thanks to Hendrik and his men.
So it was old Hendrik, was it? I thought it might be. I would have liked a wee word with the rascal, but I doubt he'd have told us much. Well, if even he's out for your blood, the forces of evil must have a stronger hold in Heliodor than ever. It wouldn't be the first time a once glorious kingdom had been brought low by monstrous powers, you know. Many years ago, a dastardly fiend destroyed an entire empire with his wicked ways. A legendary evil named Mordegon. His story is all but forgotten these days. I had to tramp halfway around the world just to learn his name. But the more I find out about him, the more I'm convinced he's the one behind all this. Dundrasil, the troubles in Heliodor, everything. Which is why you're going to have to stop him, laddie. The fate of the whole world depends on it. You're the Luminary, after all. You were born to defeat the Dark One. But you'd be more than foolish to face him unprepared. He's a master of darkness, the like of which the world has never seen.
Then we must make our way to Yggdrasil as soon as we can. The legends of Arborea tell of a means of fighting the darkness that can only be found there. Veronica, that must be why we're supposed to take him there, mustn't it?
Here you are, laddie. It's yours at last. You'll be needing it if you're to make your way to the World Tree. If anyone can get this old stick to show us the way, it's you. Lead on, Luminary.
Well, it's been a long time coming, but we finally received the rainbow, along with a little bit of information regarding the great antagonist, the darkness, that it seems the Luminary is destined to face off against. Mordegon is its name, which we've learned for the first time here in this marathon of cutscenes.
Don't tell me it's a dud! If that Noah sent us in a wild goose chase, I'll throttle him! He could have told us it didn't work before we wasted a zillion hours chasing it halfway across the world.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions. Why don't Jade and I join you, and we'll see if we can't make our way a bit closer to Yggdrasil and try again. We'll not give yous any bother, I promise.
And we have two more party members, Rab and Jade. And I won't actually be going into too much detail about using those characters today because the episode's already going on a bit now. But something to look forward to next time for sure. Ugh, can't use the zoom spell just yet, actually. So I'm going to head out of town. I reckon there might be another cutscene or something to get through first. May as well get it done before we go ahead and finish off. So, there we go, yeah.
Huh? Hey, the branch, it's...
Oh, darlings, did you see it? It was so pretty.
A sort of platform floating in the sky, and 6 colored orbs.
Oh, I think I understand. We need to find the orbs and take them to the platform, and then the path to Yggdrasil will appear.
Maybe trekking halfway around the world to find that branch wasn't such a waste of time after all. And we've already got one of the orbs we need, too. I knew swiping this thing from the castle was the best idea I ever had. I had my own plans for it. But this is way more important. It's yours now. Just don't lose it, okay?
Our prize from the tournament. Lucky we didn't sell it in the end, eh?
Aye. And there I was, all set to swap it for a few piffling trinkets for the road. It's yours now, though, laddie. Now, it looked like that platform we saw was located right under Yggdrasil. That means it must be somewhere deep inside the first forest. So, we know where we have to go. We just need to find the other 4 orbs first.
But where in the world would we even begin to look?
Orbs, orbs. Oh, I do remember a fairy tale about a giant pearl sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Can't remember the details, though.
Well, if we don't have any real clues, I guess we'll just have to head out into the world and find some.
You're not wrong there. In which case, let's head for Puerto Valor. We can get out into the open ocean from there. A fairly straightforward voyage, if you ask me. And you'll be pleased to hear that I'm friends with Don Rodrigo, the big man over that way. I'm sure he'll open the sea gates for us. Right then, let's get moving, shall we? The sooner we get our hands on those orbs, the sooner we can make our way up to Yggdrasil.
Alright then guys, well I think we'll call it quits there. We can access the camp again now, so a good opportunity to go and zoom back and save. But thanks for joining me today, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, goodbye.